Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Don-Jo number PLP-111 latch guard shown in the 630 finish. Gonna open it up here from the packaging without losing a digit. The name Don-Jo is quite synonymous with latch protectors and door reinforcing wraparound plates as well. So if you know of their product line, you'll certainly know it for a latch protector or a door reinforcing plate. Now the PLP-111, that's a real common one because it hits all of the features that you need in a latch guard. And simply put, it's going to be for a single door with a rosette that would be compatible with a lever lock. It will give you that recessed area to accommodate the lip of a strike plate. It's going to be stainless steel, so very common in finish, compatibility with existing common hardware, and the fact that it will be quite resistant to oxidation. It'll have a pin on the inside as well that will go into the face of the frame to act as an anti-spread. Let's back up a little bit. So the PLP-111, that's going to be a latch guard. It's available in only stainless steel. It's also included with their EBF fasteners, which is a sex bolt set, really, that will give you a very flush head on the exterior that you can review. Add the part number, it'd be PLP-111-EBF would be that part number. Now, we're looking at a PLP-111, stainless steel. Let's go over the dimensional properties first. There is a link below this video to a document called Template that will allow you to review. Overall width, they've got it at 3 inch. That appears to be correct. Overall height, about 10 7/8. They're saying 11. It's a bit shy on that. This prep for the rose is 1.81, so 1 13/16 in radius. That means if you have a rosette diameter that is 3 5/8, you're in real good shape. I think roses on like commercial lever locks are about 3 9/16, so this is going to be perfect for that sort of installation. Okay, you want to make sure that your rose is 3 5/8 or 3 9/16 or smaller, but if it's larger, it's going to be problematic. But it shouldn't be. But nonetheless, they give that dimension because it's important to confirm for compatibility purposes. Location of where the 2 holes are for the bolts are indicated on the template. And then the location of the anti-spread pin, which is a piece of material that's been welded to the backside of the unit. Recessed area so that the lip of the strike can be accommodated. You don't want to alter that strike plate at all, file the lip of it down. You don't want to do that because sometimes you have trouble with the lock. If you were to cut it down with a different style latch protector, sometimes the latch will hit that and just dead stop. So you really want that curved feature to a strike plate to give a nice elegant way for the latch to be retracted before it comes in. And this PLP-111 allows for the standard strike. So you're going to use this when you've got a standard keyed lever lock, keyed knob lock, exit device trim. Not that you're going to really use it for an exit device trim because an exit device latch, if it's a rim device, is really not something that you can get to from the exterior. Regardless of the lock, it's awful nice having that anti-spread pin. So what you do is when you have this installed, you're going to mark, it'll go either be drilled to the top or to the bottom of your opening. You're going to mark the frame and then drill a hole so that when the door is closed, this is going to actually shoot into the hole that you've made in the frame. So that if I come up with a 24-inch pry bar and try to spread that open, a very common, quite simple way that people defeat doors with. We're looking to prevent that with that anti-spread pin. Frankly, I wouldn't buy a latch protector without it, and you can also buy other models that have 2 anti-spread pins, but one is generally considered quite adequate. Now, one thing that I like about a company who is professional in the manufacturing of latch protectors, because not everybody who sells them does it as good as Don-Jo, they have carriage bolts and cap nuts, and those cap nuts are nice, or acorn nuts. They're nice because on the inside, you're going to drill that hole, and that carriage bolt, because it's a carriage bolt, has a square prep underneath the head. It's going to go into that square hole there. Won't turn, nothing to attack on the outside. Washer and cap nut on the inside so that the projecting hardware is not a hazard. You're walking past it and you cut your hand, or you damage your watch, or you catch your clothing on it. That cap nut finishes it off. And this material is specifically intended for an 1 3/4 inch thick door. If you've got a thicker door, go to the hardware store and get longer carriage bolts. Got a thinner one, cut this down. Overall length of the carriage bolt for that 1 3/4 inch door is about 2 5/16 or so. Let's take a closer look. Indeed, 2 1/4. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're going to go through a little bit of the thickness of the material, the head of the bolt, through the door, etc. That exhausts the template, except to say that the material is 12 gauge, 104 thousandths thick. That's awfully thick for a piece of steel, and that it weighs 1.15 pound. Looking at the balance of the extended description, we've covered everything that's listed there. There's then a link to the product catalog that's down below that will allow you to review all of the Donjo latch protectors. And as I said earlier, if you know them for this product line. If you need something simple and straightforward for a keyed lever lock on an out-swinging exterior steel door, this is it. No reason to look around. If you've got an unusual application, then you're going to want to dive into that catalog. And of course, call on us to help assist in what you're going to ultimately need in this regard. So keep that in mind. Looking through this, the PLP 111 is incredibly common. Other outswinging latch protectors, depending on the lock trim, an LP 111 is very common. The PLP, the PULP, where it's notched out for the trim, not so uncommon. They'll do the LP 107 or the LP 207. They're a little bit smaller versions. This is 11 inch. If you want something about 7 inch, you'd go in that direction. Other specialty items there. What you'll notice if you have an in-swinging door now, so in the world of latch protectors, in-swing or out-swing, that's the first fork in the road. If you've got in-swing, you're going to look at the ILP 206 or 212 version for the in-swinging latch protectors. That's really low-hanging fruit to secure an in-swinging door when you add one of those to it. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Donjo products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. And that's handy because Donjo makes a lot more than just latch protectors and door reinforcing plates, such as extended lip strike plates. And they do hinges and ladder pulls and flat goods and door stops. A comprehensive provider of trim and auxiliary hardware with a number of unique solutions as well. Any questions on the PLP-111 and a 630 base material and finish, or any other Donjo product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.